What's going on, my Facebook friends? Hopefully you're having a great Thursday afternoon, excuse me. I am going to talk about a really important topic today. So if you're tuning in or watching this on replay, make sure you watch the whole video and really tune into what I'm saying. If this resonates with you too, definitely reach out to me after this video or after you see it, whenever, because these topics are something that affects nearly everybody in our industry. They're very important. What's going on, guys? Thanks for hopping on. Thank you so much for always coming back and watching my videos and clicking that play button and checking out what I have to say. I really appreciate every single one of you that tunes in, and hopefully you guys take away a ton of value. Hey, what's going on, Vicky? Hey, what's up? Hopefully you're doing well. What's going on, Mimi? Thanks for hopping on. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. We got some people hopping on. So I wanted to hit on these topics just because, they're topics that have affected me with my kind of personality. Like I'm very kind of like obsessive. Like I want to know exactly what I got to do to do something, right? And that's about perfectionism, right? So I'm going to talk about that, and then real quick, just shortly on how to deal with unsupportive family members, like when it comes to working an online business, doing something different, home business, negative friends, negative Nancies, the people that they don't see eye to eye with you and where you're trying to go, your new vision for your life, right? So that's what I'm going to talk about. So the first thing, I guess, let me hit on kind of perfectionism, right? So if you're like scared to get up on video, you're procrastinating because of perfectionism, and you're really just trying to do something that you're afraid of, you have to sit down, I think, and kind of just clear your mind, because I think where perfectionism comes from is when we have too much going on. Like we're overwhelmed, we're thinking about this person, we're thinking about this thing, we're thinking about ourselves, and there's too much going on in the mind. And I think that if you take a minute and just kind of like meditate, just kind of think about what you're actually trying to do, right? Whether you're trying to shoot your very first Facebook Live video, which is something that I coach and work with my clients to do to get over the fears. What's going on, Tim? What's up? And it's not like we're being chased by lions here, right? It's like what we do working from home isn't really that difficult. Like I literally press a play button and people come and they watch me, right? I mean, that's the same thing that happens to you. It's just a matter of getting over that fear, right? Getting over that fear. So you just kind of have to ask yourself, are you more motivated by, staying stuck? Are you going to let that like keep you stuck? Or are you going to be pulled by your vision, right? The purpose behind building your business, right? So I think that if you just have more motivation, more purpose, more clarity in your mind, that's going to help with you getting over perfectionism. Because when you stop caring about what people think, then it allows your best version of yourself to like fully blossom, to come out, to do what you're supposed to be doing on this earth, right? So hopefully some of those tips kind of help. And then when it comes to family members, when it comes to like friends or people that are unsupportive with your business, or they don't see the eye to eye, one thing you got to keep in mind is that this is a very it's kind of a touchy topic, because everybody has their own unique situation, right? Everybody has their own whatever problems that they have going on, whether it's with your parents, whether it's with your spouse or your siblings, or it could be any kind of relationship, right? One thing you got to keep in mind, hopefully this really helps before I let you guys go, is the reason you're dealing with that kind of unsupportive behavior is, most often your friends and your family do want what's best for you, right? So people, they do it not out of like hate or or trying to pull you down. Sometimes they do, but usually you got to realize they're coming from a place where they're trying to support you. They want to keep you safe and protective. So if you just keep that in mind, it'll help you move forward without having so much like anger or negative emotions or negative behavior from yourself. So remember that they do it out of love, right? Out of love. But that I'm not also saying that they shouldn't, I'm not saying that it's okay for them to do that, actually. But let's see, people mean well but don't understand. Right, yeah, exactly. So people, they mean well if they're like saying, oh, you should just stay in your job, you shouldn't mess around with that stuff online, you shouldn't whatever, right? They're trying to do it to like protect you so you don't fail, or so you don't get hurt or lose money, right? But in reality, those are people that are living according to their set of beliefs, their standards for their life, and those don't have to be yours. Those don't have to be your beliefs that you live by, right? You can determine the kind of standards that you set for your life, right? So if going into failure and building a business from home and taking risk is part of your new belief system, which is the only way that's going to allow you to break through and reach higher levels in your life, then that's how you got to live. You got to just ignore what people are saying, right? You got to deal with it day to day, and eventually, like, it depends, guys. So this is a really important topic, and it's something that you have to kind of figure out, with your own unique situation. But, when it comes to the unsupportiveness, just realize that it happens to the best of us. It happens to virtually all of us. And you got to stick with it, right? Through thick and thin, you got to stick with it till the end, all the way. You can't give up just because someone, whether it is your parents or whether it is your best friend or your spouse, just because they say, you're still not making any money with that, or this thing, isn't part of our life. Like, why do you have to do this? You don't have to let them dictate your reality, right? So that's the main thing, right? You have to just set your own standards for your life and really determine, like, what are you going to tolerate, right? And once you show the people around you that you're serious, that this is legit, a lot of times their behavior will change towards you. So then when you start to succeed, you start to progress and move forward, a lot of those people won't start, or they'll stop hating on you so much. They'll stop with all the negative comments. They'll stop with the cynicism and the sarcasm, right? So when that happens, then you're in a better place. Now, the key here is, if that doesn't happen, if there's people that are still, being hateful after you have succeeded and you are making a difference and you are improving the quality of your life, then you really just got to look at that relationship as a whole, because that's more of just a relationship issue and not really having anything to do with your business. Because if you're dealing with that kind of stuff, it's detrimental to your business, to your mindset. But you got to stay strong through it, and whatever you got to do, get around people, get into a supportive environment that's going to help you succeed, right? So ultimately, it's up to you how you handle that. It's different. It's personal for everybody's situation. But you set the standards. You create the own beliefs that you live your life according to, right? So that is key, right? That's really key. Like, dealing with family and friends, people that don't support you, is just kind of, you have to just, push through it, right? Me personally, I have a low tolerance, right? So I will do anything, and I have done anything to create an environment to succeed, because my vision is so big. Like, I know where I'm going. I know the purpose of my business, right? I know one day I'm going to be a millionaire in my 20s. Like, this is stuff that I know. I know the purpose and the message and the why behind my business is way bigger than any other fear or negativity that anyone could ever instill in me, that I just don't tolerate bullshit. So, I mean, that's me. That's more hardcore, and that's, that's my way, right? That's my philosophies. To someone else is watching this, it doesn't have to be that way, so blunt maybe, right? Everybody has their own way of dealing with it, but ultimately you get to determine the beliefs that you adopt and that you accept, and how you live your life according to, right? So keep that in mind, right? Don't let people make you believe that it's a legitimate excuse for why you can't succeed in your home business. Like, it's not. It's not. And the same thing with perfectionism and procrastination. When you're doing that, you gotta remember that you're letting other people down, right? So get in touch with the purpose, like the reason why you're building your business, like what you're doing it for, and that should hopefully get you past your fear. Be more motivated by the reason why you're trying to, crush it and succeed, rather than the reason why you can't do something. Like, don't let that keep you stuck, right? Perfectionism, procrastination, those are excuses. That's fear getting the best of you, right? Because I didn't know exactly what I was going to all talk about before I hit the video, but I didn't let it stop me, because I know my purpose. I know the reason why I do these videos is far greater than the fear of keeping me stuck and in my safe little comfort zone bubble. You got to get out of that bubble. You got to step up, get into your higher self. Like, get motivated, get more motivated than what you currently are, and that is going to help you bust past, just break through any kind of procrastination, perfectionism that you might be dealing with. And when you can do that, I'm telling you guys, if you're watching this, because I know you guys, that this stuff makes sense. Like, what I'm talking about, you guys tune in, you come back and back because, you like the stuff that I'm saying, because this is making sense to you. It's helping you in your business. And you got to just realize that when you're trying to break through and get to the next level, it's about not caring what people think, right? That's what I was gonna say. Is if you stop worrying about what people think so much and get outside of your own head and focus more on other people and the reason you build your business, the reason you shoot your videos, the reason you go out of your comfort zone, it's gonna be way more motivating for you to take the action you need to take. That's what that's what it is. That's what it's all about. That's the truth right there, guys. So definitely that this stuff makes sense, right? So I'm going to leave it on this, right? There's two kinds of people, right? There's two kinds of people in this world. There's people that they watch things, they know things that make sense, and then they go out and they take action because it makes sense, right? You guys know this stuff makes sense, what I'm talking about. And then there's people that watch and they're lurkers, and they sabotage their success because they don't move forward when the time is right to take action, right? So this is the time to take action right now, right? Link up with me. If you've watched a lot of my videos recently, if you like what you're hearing and you want help with these topics moving forward, reach out to me. Let's get started, guys. This is the time. This is the time to step up, to break through in your business. I will see you guys soon. Take care.